What is happening, Magnusites? So, Melania Trump has come out and totally denounced Jeffrey Epstein. It said that she is not friends with him, from what I understand. So, we're going to take a look at this statement that she makes. All right? See what's happening. Sound like somebody already cussed. She came out strong. She used to be in a model. She got a model walk.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties.
You know what? I was thinking to myself about this, and it's so, I've thought about the wide spectrum of this situation, because I'm just thinking about people that I grew up with, people that I've known, and I'm just thinking about different situations that I've encountered or seen on TV through documentaries or whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, there are people that, like, when I went to the club, there was a big group of us that would go. And there's certain people that would meet up with us, and we all, quote unquote, partied together. A guy that I found out that I used to be cool with, used to see him, he ended up marrying somebody that I know, and they got divorced and everything, had a bunch of issues. But during the troubles, when I was speaking to her, she told me the dude was a raving racist and super insecure about other things. I was like, he got a problem with black people? She was like, you didn't? I'm like, no, I didn't know. I'm like, every time I seen him, he was mad cool. She was like, you should hear the way him and his uncles talk about black people. I was like, what? So that was one thing. There's this other dude that I know that was involved in red rum. You know what I'm saying? Like, never hung with him, but knew him. See what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking about all these other situations where it's like people that I know and I found out they did something, and how there's people that have people in their family that they would never suspect of doing anything remotely evil or bad or sinister. And it's happening like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear about these Epstein things and the Epstein list, I'm like, okay, so there's definitely people on this list who was just cool with him. There's definitely people on this list that knew about everything he was doing and was down with it. There are definitely people on this list that knew everything he was doing and wasn't down with it. There's people on this list that heard about him, was invited, but never flew out. Distanced themselves. Just so many different situations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just straight and simple. I don't know if they were friends with him or cool with him or what. There's the stuff that came up that said that Trump is actually one that kind of turned him in on some stuff. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell.
Raising the shades in
My
the back.
email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more.
They gotta give her the light shining from the back. We must illuminate her, make her look more angelic. Yeah, because the rumors were that she met him through him. I mean, that can happen without you being involved in a bunch of stuff. Word is, Mr. Epstein liked to party with models and good-looking women. So he might say, hey, Maxwell or whoever, get some girls here. And they're like, oh, yeah, billionaires having a party. Girls, yeah, let's have. Okay, so they all go over. Trump's there. They meet. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean that they were, but it could be the opposite. But I don't know.
Than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
Okay, she said she didn't meet him
This
through him.
initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island.
Okay.
I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK.
Probably gonna have lawsuits on their hands.
Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently.
It is awfully suspicious.
To uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women.
Matter of fact, it sounds like fear. Fear of what? I don't know.
Who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
I ain't answering no questions. Peace. I'm out. Watch me walk. Close the doors. Okay. There it is, folks. She said what she said. So I guess at this point, you believe what you believe. I don't know what to believe. Y'all know how I feel. All these political, all this political theater and shenanigans. Good Lord. I don't know what to believe no more. All I know is something is fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts and commentary, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.